A very good evening to you. Look, we've got balloons. I'm excited and I hope you are too. We are celebrating 7 years of Clever Prints here in the UK. And it is a very big happy birthday to everyone at Clever Prints. And of course, you're going to be with us for the show, the one-day special, the live launch of a brand new collection that has amazing discounts for you. But it's not just the discounts on the show. You've got a free gift with any purchase because we're celebrating 7 years of Clever Prints. So excited. Go and have a look on the website for all the T's and C's. Yeah, you know it's tea and cake, isn't it? Terms and conditions. The free gift that you're getting is worth £10.99 and it's an absolutely beautiful set of stamps. It's your Born to Fly and we've got the Dragonfly in there and some beautiful stamps. Let's just turn this around so you can see the size of the stamps. That will be your free gift, winging its way to you. Do you like what I did that? It is 1 per customer whilst the stocks last, and that's going to be in your basket and everything sent out to you. 627205 is your item number for your one-day special. But before we get into that, can I introduce Jane, the designer of the one-day special? Jane, a very good evening to you.
Hello everybody.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Jane, how excited are you for your one-day special?
Probably about 12.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your collaboration here with Clever Prints?
Yes, I have done some designing before. I did a couple of ranges with Be Crafty. But last year I was approached by Clever Prints to ask if I would like to become a demonstrator for them, and possibly because they knew Charmaine is friends with Clever Prints, and Charmaine is also friends with Bev from Be Crafty and Lynette from Pretty Gets Gritty, and they put my name forward as somebody who could perhaps do some designing and some demonstrating for them.
Wow.
And that's how I
and then here you are,
and now I'm here
with a collection, not just on any show, on the birthday show. Right, let's show you what you're getting with your one-day special. Please bear with me because we have got an incredible deal for you. Your one-day special comprises of all the stamps that you see here, all designed and drawn by Jane, and you've got 50 stamps in total. Lots of different designs, from floral designs for making your pattern building, making up scenes, and just having a great time with your stamps and colouring them in with all of these wonderful designs. And you've got some sentiments as well. £69.93. You've got a saving of £7, but please bear with me. You've got a flexi buy on that as well. This is interesting. You're £34.97. 2 payments for your flexi buy on your one-day special. But hold your horses, because we have got a complete collection for you, which includes the 3 stencils and your 2 die sets, all of that with a £35 discount, and that's on top of the £7 you've already got. Now, £98.88, we can divide that cost for you. Remember the cost of the one-day special divided into 2? Look at the price of this. This is actually lower than your first payment on your one-day special. Yes, there are 3 payments, but it's all about the first payment, isn't it? It's all about affordability and your budget over the months. You've got 3 months to pay for this. It's going to get even better. Hold on to your Hollyoaks now, not just hold on to your horses. A Freedom member, look at the discount, £44.89, now £88.99. Divide that by 3, here we go. And there you go, £29.66. That sounds better, doesn't it? £29.66 today, another payment in a month's time, and another payment a month after that. And you're getting your free gift included with that complete collection, with anything that you buy on the show. What an amazing collection. And again, all designed by Jane. Your stamps, your stencils, and your dies as well. 389119 is your item number. Can I show you the stencils? Now, these are fabulous, Jane, and these are going to be really cool for making backgrounds.
They are. I didn't actually design the stencils, I have to say. They were designed.
You could have taken credit for that.
I can't lie. They were designed by Clever Prints, but they were designed specifically alongside the stamps.
Yeah, they are fabulous. And I really like this one because in this stencil, you can have that as a background, there's nothing stopping you. You could use different inks, different texture paste, but you've got different areas to work with. If you just wanted the raindrops, for example, you could have those. In fact, turn it the other way, and they could be balloons.
Yeah, I noticed even with the flower one, because I sort of tend to do them with the round bit pointing up, but a lot of the design team did them the other way up as well. So, you know, it's whatever you want to see in it, and they're really good for just using small parts or using them as a whole.
Yeah, I love that. Do you know what that's saying to me? Easter. Don't know why, I'm seeing some Easter eggs in there. Isn't it fantastic? Now the dies, let me just show you what the dies cut out as well, because it's going to be interesting to see your die set. So this is your abstract. So some really nice designs in here, Jane.
Yeah, they were designed to they don't cut out the individual stamps, they're designed to go with the stamps.
Yes.
The long one that looks a bit like a vase, that's actually, it doesn't cut those end sections. So if you want to make a really long border out of those, you can. And the same with the line with the circles and the zigzag.
Wow.
So they cut into the card, but you just get your scissors if you just want one piece and snip them off.
And then you've got your geometric. This is a fantastic die here. And this is one die, isn't it?
It is. It's one big background die, but you also do get a separate outside cutting edge.
Okay.
So you can cut it out just as a one piece, or if you've got a larger die cutting machine, and I have got a bit I've cut out that I can show you in a little while, you can sort of build it up so that you get more than one in your piece of card.
Yeah.
Or then you can also go into the tops of boxes and things like that if you want to just put some acetate behind it.
I love that. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And that's using the die. So altogether, you've got 50 stamps, 12 dies, and 3 stencils, and all you need to do as a Freedom member today is pay us a third of that £88.99. Now, stock-wise, over 10% of the stock has gone already, Jane. How about that?
Thank you so much.
Oh, bless you. Do you know what's lovely? It's lovely when we have the designers here alongside, you know, being a demonstrator as well. But it's great to have the designers of the stamps and the items that we're selling as well, so they can see how busy we are and how much you're enjoying them as well. This is a lovely sample, this.
It is, I can't remember who did that one.
We've
got such a massive design team.
I don't think it's got a name on it. But what we will do is bring in all the design team names, and they'll scroll across the bottom of the screen. But yeah, that is fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just showing really that you don't have to just stamp onto card. You can stamp as long as you've got the right sorts of inks and
Yes.
paints and things. And down in the front of the display as well, I don't think you can see it, one of the design team, I think it might be Margaret, actually stamped and embroidered one of the stamps as well.
Oh, wow, yeah, I think that's down in the ring just at the side there. So again, that's crossing over your crafts. You could take that image. It's a beautiful image, actually. Almost looks like a vintage piece of red work or blue work, for example. Yeah, isn't that lovely? Very nice, something you could do at home as well. Here's another sample on fabric. This is on a tote bag. Really like this. This is taking it to the next level, isn't it?
Yeah, Patty does, the last time I was on with another collection, not mine, Patty did a shirt, so she does like sort of using her products onto different materials, but she's used the stamp that I think looks like a bit like a birthday cake, but it
looks like a blancmange.
Yeah, and she's sort of extended the stem and added on some of the other leaves. So the idea is that you can mix and match your bits of your different flowers together, and that you can extend them, make them your own, really.
Do you know what I'm seeing there as well? Just take a look at that. It looks like a lady singing. There's the mouth open, the 2 eyes, the little hat on, and a dress, singing away. You could stamp that out quite a few times. You'll have a little chorus on your hands, won't you? Absolutely delightful stamps. They're fun, they're funky, and of course you can do so much with these, whether it's card making, whether you're putting these onto decorative items in your home. You can stamp, you can cut out, and then you can layer up, and I think they look absolutely amazing. 20% of the stock have gone already. Remember, you're getting your free gift included with any purchase, because of course it's all about celebrating 7 years. 389119 your item number. I'm sure you'll agree it is a fabulous deal, and Freedom members, my goodness, look at the discount you are going to get. But also look at your first payment as well. It's under £30 because you can divide the cost of that complete collection into 3. You can buy them individually if you want to, but oh my goodness, that's a whole craft room right there. Now, we've got something for you. We've got a happy hour deal. These papers are sensational. Now you are getting, is it 25 sheets? 25 sheets. I absolutely love these, and you're getting 25 different designs. Now, these have got a really nice smooth feel to them, Jane. Can we stamp on these and do everything?
Yes, I've stamped on them previously with other collections as well that brought out by Clever Prints. So they're really good for paper piecing. We chose those ones specifically for the happy hour because although they are not wasn't designed for this collection, because you've got all the florals, you've also got some lovely sort of more plainer backgrounds that you could then stamp onto. If you don't want to do lots of colouring, you can do paper piecing if that's something that you enjoy doing.
These are absolutely fabulous. Absolutely. We like this one. We like that one. You know, we see demonstrators and our guests here at the craft store doing these really cool techniques. And sometimes we try and do them ourselves when we get home. I've tried to do them. It doesn't really work out. It takes a lot of practice. But here, you've got that all ready to go. And it's also something that you can sit down and go, do you know what? I am going to have a go at this, but I'm going to take my time. But you do have it already there. We've got some beautiful colours on the papers. 25 different designs. That one in particular would go really well with your free gift that you're getting included with your, with any purchase actually on the show. So if you did want to go for this at £12.99, do you know what? You get that free gift, don't you? Oh my goodness, £12.99 and you get a free gift included. I think I've left it down there, but I'll go and pick it up in a moment's time. It is the free gift of that lovely Dragonfly Stamp. So buy this, £12.99, 273 775 is your item number. 25 sheets, you can see them all there. How amazing is that going to be? We're very busy. I was going to leap over there and grab the stamp, but I can't find it, so I'll take it in a moment. But remember, any purchase on the show, you will get that free gift. 273 755 is your item number, hence the balloons at the side of the screen, because we're celebrating 7th birthday of Clever Prints, 7th birthday of them here in the UK. Here's the website. This is where you can go to see all the items we've got available for you on the show. Now, the individuals are available to you. If you want any individuals, maybe for a friend, then you can do. Maybe you just want to buy one stamp set, one die set, for example. You're more than welcome to do that. But you will be getting your free gift. There it is, £10.99. It's a wonderful free gift. Spread your wings. You were born to fly. You certainly were. And you've got those lovely dragonflies on there, a flower and that large dragonfly to really play around with and just experience some wonderful designs. Okay, we are busy. I knew we would be. We saw the deal and we thought, wow, we're going to be busy. And alongside having that free gift as well. Remember, this is only while stocks last. So, oh my goodness, right. A quarter of the stock of the complete, I thought you meant of the free gift. Quarter of the stock of the complete collection, your stamps, your dies and your stencils, a quarter of the stock. Can you sing and dance, Jane, by any chance?
I did do disco dancing when I was younger.
Right, that's it.
Not for years.
Get the disco lights ready. We're going to have a disco. We'll get out lovely glitter ball as well. We'll probably craft one up in our spare time. And we'll do some disco dancing if we sell out. Deal?
All right, then.
I love it.
No, I'm joking.
No, you said it now. It's all documented and it is a birthday party. Right, Jane, busy. Let's have a look at the stamps in action.
Okay, so I thought I'd start with something fairly sort of more simplish because I know that myself and the design team, there is a tendency with these stamps because of the way they are that you do sort of go for full-on colour and full-on really building up your images. So I thought I'd go with quite a simple card to start with, but I'm going to do it in a different colourway to the one I've got there. So I've got just a piece of, this is the cream smooth card that Dolly Dimples bring, and I'm just going to use some repositionable tape across the middle just to mask off part of the card. And this is to show really as well that you can do something quite simple and straightforward that doesn't actually take a lot of cutting out either. So I'm going to use the flower from where wildflowers grow.
Okay.
It's a good job I have the names on them because even though I named them, I can never remember them.
I do need to tell everyone at home, when this collection is gone, it is gone. We've just had confirmation of that. And 30% of the stock has gone in 15 minutes. This is a one-day special. We have a live hour now, a live hour at 8 o'clock tonight, one in the morning at 8 a.m, one at 12 p.m, and another one at 4 p.m. I think there's going to be a lot of disco dancing going on, Jane.
Oh, no. Because I'm going to colour the flowers using alcohol markers,
Yeah.
I like to use Memento because it works well with alcohol markers. And I'm just going to try to sort of just ink up part of the top of the stamp because I don't need the whole stamp.
Okay.
So this can get a little bit messy with trying to not get your fingers all in the ink, but I will try to not get finger marks everywhere.
It looks, the design there, it looks like a patchwork flower. I like that.
Yes.
Made up of all different fabrics, doesn't it?
Yeah, anybody who knows me from doing lives and things on Facebook will know that I do have a bit of a thing about circles.
Do you?
Yeah, I do love circles. So everything has got circles in them.
You know, they say that the sign of a true artist is that they draw a perfect circle.
Oh, I don't know if I could draw. The dies, I did actually hand draw the circles in there. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah.
Those ones here?
That's why they're not all the same size.
Those ones here? The ones on the die?
Yeah.
No, you
I
didn't.
hand drew. Yeah,
Hand drawn?
Yes.
Let's show you those. Well, there you go. There's the sign of a true artist, isn't it? Look at that circle. That's about as perfect as a circle you can get. Amazing. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to take the tape off so that you can see then how you then get your sort of your part of your thing. And I'm going to throw that in the bin so that I don't
here's an
get ink all
idea.
over me.
If you had some plain washi tape, you could be making your own washi tape and doing this technique at the same time.
Yeah, you could do actually. That would be a really good idea.
Yeah.
Didn't think of that one. So this is one that I've already stamped up the flowers.
Yeah.
And then what I did was I took on a few of the stamps, I've just drawn in your extra sort of borders.
Yeah.
I do love, when I do art journaling and things like that, I do like to do sort of zigzaggy and sort of sketchy borders. But I know that is something that a lot of people find quite difficult to do. Also, they can be used, some of the flowers, there's just a flower head, and they can also be used as like stalks for the flowers.
I think when we're going for this particular look, and I've tried it myself because I've seen our wonderful guests do it, you know, round the edge of designs, and they'll pick up a micron pen and they'll go do 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 do, and they'll say, don't worry about it, just do it. But you still do, and you try and put it together. You do a few squiggles, and then you kind of go, oh no, that doesn't look right, because you're really hard on yourself. And that's why this stamp is so wonderful, because it does that for you, but then will give you the confidence maybe to continue it in another style.
Yeah, so I'm just stamping that along just as a little border to separate the flowers from the centre part. Not done that brilliantly, but I've got one I've done earlier.
But I like that. I like the way that it's a little bit quirky.
And I'm going to take the smallest of the snails. There's 3 snails in the collection. There's the biggest one.
Yep.
And then that's been flipped to make this little one as well, and then there's sort of a medium-sized one.
Yes, I've got them here actually.
So you can sort of have a little bit of perspective, or if you want to have a little family of snails, you can do that.
You could have these as like a mechanical snail, you know, like a steampunk. These could actually be, you could just like put a little circle inside, and those could be like the cogs. So it could make up like a mechanical snail. And then you've got 2 more here, a little bit like Dr. Dolittle. Remember that big snail in Dr. Dolittle?
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, it's a great film. It's a great film. It turns up on that giant, I was going to say sea turtle, but it's not. It's a snail. But there you go. Those are the 3 sizes that we're talking about. Yeah, fabulous they are.
So I'm just going to pop the snail on. And then I'm just going to put a sentiment in as well. So I'm going to go with take time to smell the flowers. And sentiments are a big thing for me. I do like nice sentiments. I do a lot of art journaling.
Yeah.
So I do like nice sentiments. I also like positive sentiments.
Yeah, me too.
I also wanted them to be able to go on cards if people made cards as well. So a lot of the sentiments are sort of ones that you could put on a card.
Yeah.
And it would, I think there's one like make today a happy day, so you could use that for birthdays and things like that as well.
Take time to smell the flowers.
So that's that. So, but I have stamped one out, and started to colour, so that you didn't have to watch me colour the whole thing, but also to make sure that the ink was properly dry by the time that I got round to doing this. So in my original one, I did a pink sort of scenario.
Okay.
But this one I thought I'd go blue to show that and also they're quite sort of palish colours. You don't have to go sort of bright colours all the time. I'm not sure whether I've got the right pens that went with that one, but
yeah. Do you want to know a little fact about snails?
Go on then.
And I think you've actually got it here. Did you know there's a lefty and a righty when it comes to snails?
Oh,
and lefties, it's all to do with their swirl in their shell, whether it goes to the left or whether it goes to the right.
I think
and lefties are very, very rare. And they found 2 lefties about 5 years ago to come together to mate, to try and make more lefties. And then they found out it was 2 he's.
Oh.
So they didn't reproduce. They probably went off into the sunset together, but they didn't reproduce. Kind of sad, really, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah, it's a little story. Lefty and righty snails.
I thought that snails could be either male or female.
They can, but in this
change?
particular instance, they were too similar to, you know, whatever snails do. I don't know. Do they lay eggs? I don't know.
I love snails. That's why I put snail on there, but I'm not actually sure.
I don't know. If you know, email in studio@thecraftstore.com. Sharing is caring.
Yeah. So I'm just. This is why I did do some of this in advance, because it's quite a lot of you watching me just doing colouring. Let's just let's go with. I haven't done it exactly the same on each flower, but you know, you don't have to. No. On some of the flowers, when I've been colouring, I've sort of gone all out, every colour in the rainbow, and then on others I've sort of gone more tonal. But
it does show though how much you can do with the stamp set that you're getting. Remember, you're getting 50 stamps in total.
Yeah, it's a lot of stamps. I think the design team really were making away quite, and I ended up with so many samples. I've split them into 5 actual boxes so that there's different samples every show, because there's just so many of them. So once I did that, I've taken my card blank and I'm going to use the flower full to do some stenciling. And I've got a blending brush, funny enough, because I think Alex was using some, and I've got tumbled glass distress ink, and I'm going to only go around the edges because you're only going to see the edges. And let's go. Oh, not much ink on that. And I just love using stencils. They are so versatile that you can just do so much with them, different products through them, different techniques with them. Oop, so there's a bit around there, and let's have some around here. Oop. And if you stencil moves, it's just really easy just to reline it back up and go again. And if it doesn't match up, because the bit's going to go in the middle, it's not going to make...
Now, Jane, I've been unusually quiet there, and I do beg your pardon. Just had to change my batteries. But in that time, I've got some news for you. A third of the stock of the complete collection is gone. Now we're demonstrating it, you've had a chance to look at it, see what a fabulous deal it is, and also the fact that you can divide that cost into 3 payments. If you are a Freedom member, you are saving a phenomenal amount of money. And as a Freedom member, your first payment, $29.66, that's it. No P&P to pay on that. We'll take another payment in a month's time and another payment after that. And you're also getting your free stamp set as well. So many different combinations, so many different ways that you can use these stamps as well. Oh, excuse me, alongside the Stencils. Where did that go? Do not record that. I came out of nowhere. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. anyway, the different combination, it was just so exciting that another voice inside me wanted to tell you about it. And here is the free stamp set, free with purchase. Oh my days, I cannot even apologise, that's so rude. 389119. It's right to know. I'm sorry, Jane.
That's okay.
It was all that birthday cake we gobbled before we came in. Oh, I'm sorry. Right, sorry, back to you. So yes, we're busy, we're busy. Congratulations, Jane.
Thank you. Okay, so I've just stenciled onto the card blank. I've added a little bit more ink around the edge just to sort of take the whiteness away from the background. I've just got a piece of black card. So when I want to be quick, I just use a white glue. Sometimes I'll use tape, but on the telly it's easier to use the glue. And then just stick this one on as well. And
in my defence, can I say I've just got a lot of acid in my tummy. I'm just too excited. When I get excited,
I'll show that to the front.
It just happens.
With the pink one.
Oh, Jane, no, they are absolutely beautiful, and they can be transferred to fabric, material. Imagine if that was like a pencil case, for example, and then you did a little bit of embroidery on there. Such fantastic images, they really, really are. Your one-day special, you can go for that, you're more than welcome to it. And you will be getting your free gift with your one-day special. It's a free gift with purchase to celebrate 7 years of Clever Prints here in the UK, hence those fabulous balloons at the side there. But the complete collection includes those stencils and your dies as well. And that complete collection, as a Freedom member, you're saving £44.89. Divide that cost into 3 payments. It makes it really affordable, doesn't it? And it spreads the cost. There are 50 stamps in here, 12 dies, and 3 stencils. Right, let me show you some of these samples because the design team have just worked, just amazing. Ah, this one's by Art Angel. Just here, and this is a beautiful design, again using some of the stamps, using the stencil in the background that you're getting with this complete collection. The die that you're getting in the collection, look at that as a background.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look amazing, Jane?
Yes, that's where she has used it without the cutting edge so that she can make a bigger background.
Yeah, I love that. That is really, really nice, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Now, the snail. Look at that little character there, or rather large character. That looks brilliant. Do you know what I mean by using this as like a steampunk style snail as well? It could be mechanical, like that. Look at that. Take it easy. That's what we need. That's definitely what we need. Right, what's that saying there? Dare I pull it? Let's do it. Let's, oh wow! That's amazing.
Card.
Should we do it again? Are you ready? What, who's this by? This is by Tracy.
Tracy, yeah.
Right, are you ready? How does that happen? How does that no, hang on. I don't understand how this... I know. Okay, so I think there's some acetate on the front where the stamps are, and then underneath they are re-stamped and coloured, but as you bring it up, the two combine. So there's nothing on the white. Look, this is absolutely terrific. Tracy, wow. Oh, that, so again, you've got, oh, I'm not even going to explain how that happens. That's just magic. Do you know, I'm just going to keep playing with this all night. I love that. It's a sensational collection, and I'm sure you're seeing some wonderful, wonderful designs here that you can make and create. We're very busy, by the way. Do bear with us. We will get through your phone calls, and the easiest way to shop, of course, is by going to thecraftstore.com, our website. 389119 your item number. Now, we have a happy hour deal for you. 20% of the stock has gone of your happy hour deal, and of course, at the top of the hour, the price is going back up to £19.99. Now, all of the papers that you're seeing here, there are 25 designs, and you will be getting your free gift with purchase if this is the only thing you're going for on the show. It's 1 per customer while stocks last. So maybe you're not going for the one-day special. You'll be one of very few. That's all I can say, but it's up to you. Maybe this is your purchase for the hour. You're going to get that stamp set included, and it's worth £10.99, so that's worth going for, isn't it? 273755 is your item number. Fabulous papers. You can stamp on these, you can cut into these, you can die cut, you can snip them, you can use your texture paste. You've got 25 designs, and it's called set number 2. 273755 is your item number. Yeah, there's 25 different designs. Right, I feel so much better after that little windy pops. Jane, I feel so much lighter. I am sorry.
Okay.
What we're going to have a look at now, Jane?
We're going to go a little bit mixed media just to show that you don't just have to use your stamps and your dies for card making or art journaling. You can use them for your mixed media projects as well. So for this, I've taken the background die, but I've cut it multiple times,
Okay.
and then stuck it together to make a board. So if I was going to cut it just to show you the die, because this it's called abstract geometric background.
Geometric background. Yes, it's called geometric
the
background.
abstract
There
one.
you go.
So it's geometric background, and you get 2 parts to the die. So you get the background, and all of these pieces also,
Yeah.
I wanted them to be so you could take those out. Well, obviously you can take them out,
Yes.
but they would be usable. So there's
Usable.
all different shapes that you can use. And some of the design team have actually cut in multiple colours and paper pieced back in, which I have to say,
It's a great do you know what I like about it as well, Jane? I've just got it here. The way that you've designed it, so you can have it as your background, but I love the way that you've designed it. If somebody were to get like a craft knife or something, they could actually cut in between the different designs, and then you could have 1, 2, you could have 3, you could have 4, you could have 5, you could have 6 different, 7, all kinds of different combinations by cutting into that. And it looks different each way you turn it. So you could have it with the circles at the top, you could have it on its side, and then you could turn it all the way the other side, and it looks different again. It's a fabulous design.
that was my thinking as well, that also you can rip into it and make use pieces, which I will be doing in one of my other demonstrations. So just if you put the border edge round it, then you get, I've not got much room here. Sorry, I've just made that move.
That's all right.
Oh, I don't think I've got that in properly, but just to give you the idea. Whoop. Don't worry about that, that's totally normal.
I remember once somebody came up to me and said, I'm a little bit worried about my die cutting machine. I said, oh, why is that? And they said, it keeps making this cracking noise every time I use it. And I actually thought there was something wrong with it. Then I realised it was just going through the
It can be quite scary when it does it, to be honest. Especially when you don't realise to start with. So I've got a brush, so you can just literally pop your pieces out. I'm not going to stand here and pop them all out because that would take too long. But if you've got a bigger die cutting machine and you don't put the border around it, you can create that on an A4 piece of card, so that you create a whole sheet. So you can either use that as an entire background, or again just use it for ripping in, or a stencil.
You can use it as a stencil. Yeah, if you've got some mylar, you could cut that out or use it with card. What a terrific idea.
So then all I did was I stuck multiple bits together. If they were slightly off, because where I'd put the border around, then I just went with a knife or with a guillotine just to chop the edges off. And then I'm not going to do the whole thing because it would take me such a long time. But then what I did was, to get a metallic look, I used my Wow embossing ink and some silver embossing powder. I think I used silver on that one. So I'm just going to do one little part of it just so that you get the idea of how I did it, because I wanted it to have sort of like a rusted metallic look.
Yeah.
So I'm starting off just with the ink pad. This time I've got super fine silver because that's the one I brought with me, but on my original I did actually use a chunkier powder, which is, you get much quicker results. But you could, if you wanted to get a thicker layer, you could build this up, and then once it had cooled, reapply your ink, and then add extra layers so that you could make it nice and thick, like ultra thick embossing. And then I'm just going to heat this up.
Do you know, I love it. I love watching
my noisy
any
heat
embossing. That's all right.
Just make sure that's hot.
I never ever get bored of seeing things embossed. It's such a wonderful process, isn't it?
I think for a lot of stampers it is what got them into stamping.
Yeah.
It certainly was me. But then you find that it's not just for stamping your images. You can do like all sorts of different techniques, getting metal looks on your mixed media, you know, embossing your other elements like your metal embellishments, things like that.
Wow. Do you know what? It looks like a cheese grater now. That colour, and with all the little holes in it.
It does a bit, doesn't it? So this is why I only did the corner.
That looks fabulous.
So once you've got your sort of metallic look, what I did was I used, to get to this stage, I've used some of the gritty vintage paste.
Oh, this
So
is fabulous.
I only brought one with me because when I did the original, I used 3 different shades. So I did like a yellowy colour, then the orangey colour, and then the dark brown.
You can find these on the website, Pretty Gets Gritty. You can shop by brand, and it really is fabulous to use. You wait till you see the results.
So literally just taking a bit of the paste and I mostly concentrated on the outside edges because that's where, you know, your rust would naturally be. But I build up with the lightest colour first, then go to the next, and then go to the dark, and gradually get less and less of each, so that it's the darkest is right on the edges. But just to show you really that that's just by adding 2 different mediums, you can totally change the look of your die cut. Pop it in the water. Okay, so I'll put that to the side. So this is, shall I lift that up that way? Is it easier to do it that way?
Yeah, look at that.
That's what I then got with the embossing powder in the background and the rusty look. And I've just punched, oh no, I didn't punch holes, did I? I just went through the, the holes that were there.
Know, Jane, that looks like metal. What a fabulous technique.
So it's something you can do with all your die cuts, just like layering them up, and you get that sort of chipboard effect. And next I have taken some watercolour card. Must have been using watercolours. I thought I'd used alcohol markers, but we'll use watercolour card.
Okay.
And I'm going to decoupage up some of the flowers. Well, I'm going to show you one, and then I've got some I've already made.
Remember, you're getting 50 stamps in the one-day special, and 50 stamps, of course, within that complete collection, alongside your free gift as well, where you get your dragonflies and you get the wonderful sentiment in there as well. That's your free gift with purchase that you are getting to celebrate 7 years of Clever Prints. We've had a very, very busy launch. Again, dividing the cost into 3 payments really helps, doesn't it? You can buy through PayPal if you want to, and split the costs through PayPal. All the T's and C's are on the website for that. That's between yourselves and PayPal. But we've got FlexiBuy, so we'll divide that cost for you into 3 payments. And as a Freedom member, a huge £44 at £89 saving. Amazing, isn't it? And that means just £29.66 today, another payment in a month's time, and another payment a month after that. And that gets you that complete collection of your stamps, those wonderful stencils, and your dies as well. Now, over a third of the stock has gone already. These are the dies that you're getting, and when they're cut out, you can see they're the one that we've just playing with at the moment. But then you've got all of the other elements as well that you can cut out and start adding to your designs, which look absolutely terrific. 389119 is your item number. Very, very busy for your one-day special. You're joining in the party. And we've got those fabulous balloons at the side. Isn't it good?
So when I designed the flowers, because I do like cutting out flowers, it is one of my things, I like cutting out images, I wanted them to not be too difficult for people to fussy cut.
Okay.
And even though a lot of them have like little, almost like ziggy-zaggy lines that I've done on for sketchiness, you can either cut them off if you don't want to be cutting those out, or just with a little wiggle of your scissors, you can cut those out quite easily. So that's how quickly you can cut that out. So what I did was, with my flowers, I just stamped them multiple times, and for example this one, and then after cutting, oh I see, I've done these on a different power card. Then I cut the next layer and just took a part out. Then I cut the next one and took another part out, so that I could layer them up. And I'm just going to quickly colour these with some alcohol markers.
Now in that, I always see things in stamps, and just as you were cutting that out, I can see just there, that could also, if you masked off those bits at the top, it's almost like a light bulb, isn't it? With a little screw at the bottom. So there you go, that could be a little light bulb if you take away the other elements that are on there. It is all about mixing and matching, having a look at what you've got there, seeing the different ways that you can use your stamps, just some of the stamps, some of the terrific stamps that Jane has designed in this collection. Do what makes your soul happy. That's one of the sentiments in there. Love that.
So you don't have to colour every single layer. If you don't want to, you could just colour whatever's going to be sort of on the top. So that's going to, I did start colouring that and then realised that's going to be on top of that, which is going to be on top of that. So I don't need to colour that bit on those ones. Okay. So let's go with just a colour that comes into my hand. I'm sure I've probably already got some coloured in. But just to show you how quick and easy it is. I mean, if you want to, sometimes I do colour every layer, I have to admit, because I just like the idea, in fact, and probably on my other ones I did, because I like the idea that if you can see underneath it all, it's all going to be coloured in. It's like, in fact, I think, no, I've only got two there. So that's going on to go to be on there, and then that's going to, so I need to colour this bit and this bit on here. So let's go with a green.
And when you layer them up, are you going to use like foam pads?
I'm going to use
tape, give them elevation?
Foam pads to just lift them apart from each other to really give them some dimension. Sometimes I do use glue gel because I just, if I want to sort of have things at different levels as well, I sometimes find glue gel is a good thing to use because you can sort of, and you get a bit more manipulation time with that as well. But for today, we have got foam pads, so hopefully they're going to, I think I've got one of those, so I've got them already cut up. Now, where's my... Oh, it's on top.
So the foam pads go on the back, and then you start to build up your layers.
Build up your layers.
It's the one image that we've stamped the same image out several times, and you're just cutting up different elements to make that one again. And when I'm sort of thinking about designing flowers, because I know this is something that I like to do and something different that you can do with them, I always try to make them so they've got that sort of look to them so that you can do that. So just stick a little bit of foam on there. Oh, that's why I use glue normally. Let's just do that. Pads are good though.
They are. These ones are particularly thick actually. I think these are thicker than the average foam pad. I do like quite a lot of height on.
We have foam pads and rolls and sheets all on the website. If you want to find those, just type it into the search engine when you go to the website, thecraftstore.com, and you'll be able to find them on there. We've got some really good deals actually, some fabulous deals.
Okay, so I've already made some other flowers and I've layered those up as well. Oh, and I've already cut some words out. Very organised. And some leaves. So I've took the flower one, that flower from where wildflowers grow, and this one is from another set.
That
the floral twist.
Let's have a look. Which ones are they?
Those two.
Oh, the patchwork. I shall have a look. You get them all in the collection anyway. I do believe they're from the floral twist.
Yes, that's
Floral Twist. They're from the Floral Twist, which is in the collection, everyone. All the stamps that we're previewing here are in that collection, 50 in total. And then, of course, you're getting your extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with your free gift, because it's a free gift with purchase to celebrate 7 years of Clever Prints here in the UK. Now, why are we saying seven years here in the UK?
Because Clever Prints as a company have actually been in business for a lot longer. They've been in business for, I think it's over 25 years.
Wow.
In other parts of the world and sort of behind the scenes of the craft industry.
Yeah.
But they've actually been operating in the UK for 7 years.
Well,
and obviously only in the last few years on here with designs.
Yeah, fantastic.
So I'm just using some glue gel just to pop it onto the trellis, as I'm calling it. And the reason I'm using glue gel is just because it's easier to sort of fix to these sort of bumpier surfaces.
Yeah.
And then I've just cut out the Explore, Dream, Discover, but I wanted it to be so that you could cut it up rather than just having it as a whole sentiment. You can also cut it up and have it in pieces. So
you've also got Enjoy the Little Things, Happiness Blooms from Within, Live Like a Wildflower, Make Today a Happy Day, Everything Blooms in Its Own Time, and Let Your Dreams Be Your Wings.
Yeah, I do like a nice sentiment.
Yeah.
Good.
And I think it's great that you've got them included as well in the stamp sets.
Yes, I do like to make sure that every stamp set has got some kind of writing on it as well.
And you've also got Happy Birthday and Get Well Soon.
Okay, so that one's, if I hold that up, is that better? So that's that one, and that was my original one. So same but different.
Love that. I love that, using that die. Isn't that fabulous? Another way of using the die. Absolutely fantastic. Right, your one day special complete collection. Let's just take you through the stamps and then I'll show you a couple of samples that we've got. But I want you to see all the stamps that you're getting and all the different ways that you can use them. So you've got some gorgeous floral designs. Almost 40% of the stock of that complete collection gone already. That's your free gift that you're getting with your purchase. If you just want to go for the one day special, you're more than welcome to do so. That's just the 50, I say just, that's 50 stamps in your one day special. However, everyone is going for that complete collection, which does include your stencils, your die, and those 50 fabulous stamps. I'm going to show you these three and then I'm going to take you through some samples. These are your stencils that are included, so some great designs in here that you can use. You've got your floral designs as well, but it's when you bring everything together and sometimes when you look at something a little bit differently. So we've got a great collection of flowers. Who said anything about fish? Look at that. So that is using the die. Brilliant idea, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic idea. Then you can actually start stamping your flowers. You could add your dragonflies in there and your snails as well. You could even come up with a story if you wanted to. What's really nice is when you combine everything together. So when you've got your stencils and then you've got your floral designs as well, stamping them out. Remember, don't just stamp directly onto the paper. Decoupage them up because it makes them stand out. And you've got lots of different design concepts. So we were looking at flowers, we've had fish. How about this? Looks like Egyptian treasure, doesn't it? Isn't that absolutely fantastic? And that's using the die cuts that are included in your one day special. And those die cuts look absolutely amazing. So that is a complete collection, divisible into 3 payments over 3 months of £29.66. 389,114, but 40% of the stock already gone. Busy, busy, busy. Your happy hour deal. If you want to go for this and this only, you'll still get your free gift because it's a free gift with purchase, celebrating the 7 years of Clever Prints here in the UK. But if you want to add this to your basket, if you're going for your complete collection, you can divide this into 3 payments. So that's £13 divided into 3, which is 3, 4, 8, 12, 3, 75, something like that. £4.33. There you go. I couldn't be more wrong if I tried. £4.33, your first payment, £4.33, your next payment, and then another payment of that amount. So why not go for that? You're going to have a different happy hour in the next hour, but if you are going for this and this only, remember you will be getting the fabulous free gift with purchase, which will look amazing on your papers. It's 1 per customer, but if you are going for the one day special, you might want to add your papers. Again, if it's just the one day special, divide the cost of this into 2 payments. If you're going for the complete collection, which so many of you are, then you've got the opportunity to divide this into 3 payments of £4.34 or thereabouts pence. A brilliant set of papers, 25 designs in total, and only £12.99. Might be a chance for you to treat yourself to a couple, especially if you can divide the cost into 3. 273755 is your item number. You choose, you decide. It's entirely up to you. We're just delivering you and showing you and sharing with you the different deals we've got. Right, time-wise on the show, we've got about 10 minutes left. 7 minutes. You see, I couldn't be more wrong if I tried. Something I am right about, though, is how good Jane is. Jane, what we're having a look at next?
Okay. I might not get through the whole of this, I'm not sure. I've got an easel card here that I have made using the wiggle circles. They should be on the website, I think, under Clever Prints.
The wiggle circles?
Wiggle circles, I'm pretty sure they're called. Okay. But I've just made a really simple sort of easel card using the biggest, I think it's the biggest circle out of the set. So, and I'm using the stencils in a little bit of a different way, because I think we sometimes forget with all the different techniques that stencils originally, when you're a child, you sort of just use them to draw through.
Yes, yeah, you did.
So on my original one, I used sparkle pens. I'm going to try to use the metallic pens because I think they might show up a bit better for you. So this is the Amazeballs stencil.
Amazeballs?
Amazeballs.
Fabulous.
So I literally am just drawing through the shapes and then just colouring in. So something I've sort of rediscovered lately. I know Lou Sims does a lot of where she doodles in the stencils.
Oh, isn't she fabulous?
She is amazing.
Yeah.
So it sort of revitalised my interest in sort of going through the stencils. And again, if it moves, I don't tend to stick my stencils down. I do just tend to hold them. But if it does move, just reline it back up. You can usually see quite easily where it goes. So these are the Jelly Roll metallics. So I'll just do one for you because I have got one that I've done in sparkle pen.
I'm still trying to figure out how Tracy has done this card. I thought I was right, but I don't know whether I am.
I looked and I couldn't. Maybe she'll email in if she's watching just to say how it works.
Yeah, I think she's stuck on the acetate and the card in the middle, but I don't know.
I think I used to know, but I don't think I know anymore. So
no, there's nothing on the acetate.
Oh.
Oh, now you've now. No, there's not. There's no. Sorry, Jane. It doesn't look like it does. Oh, there's only a tiny bit. Yeah, there is. There's a tiny bit. It's not. Anyway, sorry, Jane. Sorry.
That's okay.
Just wonderful designs with your stamps.
So I have one that I've done beforehand, which if I lift it, shall I lift it front to the camera? You'll probably be able to see the sparkle better on that. So I've used the sparkle Jelly Roll pens for that one. So it gives you a more subtle look than the metallic, but the metallics, the moonlights, the sparkles, they all work really nicely on a black background. And then I've taken some more of the wiggle circles and I've created a frame just to stick on here with some foam pads. So I'll try to quickly get them off.
That's all right.
They're not as bad as some, to be fair.
I wonder if you had a sheet of foam paper and you put that through the die cutting machine, it would cut out the same shape as the die.
I think it depends because it's quite thick and it will squash. Yeah. One more. It's just one little one there, and let's just pop that. So it doesn't matter which way it goes. It's just to create a bit of a frame. And then I've got one of the smallest ones to act as my. Do you know what I've forgotten to do?
Go on.
I've forgotten to put my layer on.
Don't worry. Do you know what? We'll go for it plain.
We'll put it on top, maybe like that. So it makes it a bit different.
Let's do it.
There
it
we
looks
go.
like
Let's
a big
stick
cream
that on the
cake,
top,
doesn't it? Dark chocolate cream cake.
So let's put some blobs of glue on here. So
Now
you
we've
would
only
have
got
stuck that on originally underneath.
Yes, we've got 3.5 minutes left of this live hour. We've got another live hour at 8 o'clock tonight. And then, of course, this show does go on repeat overnight. I hope my repeat doesn't go on repeat overnight. We'll choose a different show. Just to let you know that people do buy overnight, you see, because we broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're available online, on some of your digital providers. And it means that people in the States, people in Europe and in the UK are constantly buying all the way through the night. I don't want to worry you and say there's not going to be any stock in the morning, but we've had an incredible busy launch. We really, really have. 50 stamps, 12 dies and 3 stencils. My goodness, what an incredible deal. And you're getting that free gift with purchase as well with that complete collection. There it is. Freedom members, you get your extra 10% off, taking your first payment to £29.66. If you want to become a Freedom member today, it's a why not deal. It means your Freedom membership is £7.97 today. And that's it. You'll be a Freedom member for a month. No P&P to pay, but it does mean your membership will start today and you'll get that extra 10% off. So it's definitely worth it. Back to Jane.
So here I've got a couple of the flowers that I said about earlier, where you just sort of get the flower head.
Yeah.
But I've used one of the border stamps to make some little stalks for them as well, so that they can just sit with their little stalks. So I'm just sort of sticking those down flat onto here now, because they would have been nicely sort of tucked under my frame.
But it's not, I like that little white detail in the background.
Yeah, and I would always say to people, you know, if you make a mistake when you're doing your art journaling or your card making, don't just throw it away. There's always a way to go round about it, and especially with art journaling, if you really don't like something you've done, just gesso over the top.
Exactly. You start again.
Yeah. So it's a little dragonfly. We've got the medium snail.
Most craft projects, most things are great when they are mistakes. I mean,
yeah,
it's what my mum and dad told me. Don't worry about your mistakes. That's what they said.
So these are all coloured in with these sparkle pens as well. So we've got the tiny snail and the medium snail.
Oh, they're fabulous.
And I've got one leaf here as well.
You don't want to leaf that out.
No, I don't.
Oh, Jane, that is wonderful.
And
That is
then I will do
absolutely
the
wonderful, and
stopper.
done just in the nick of time as well, because we've got 40 seconds left on the show. Oh, fabulous. Jane, thank you so much. We'll see you at 8 o'clock tonight.
Yes, you will do. Thank you very much.
Congratulations on your launch for the
you.
birthday of Clever Prints, and well done, everyone, for getting them into your basket. If they are in your basket now, do check on out. If you leave them for 10 minutes or more, someone else might have them. We don't want that to happen. We've had an incredible busy launch, and I know we're going to continue to be busy because people buy in between the hours as well. We're not going anywhere, so don't you go anywhere. Well, you can go for a comfort break or go and grab yourself a cup of tea. You don't have to stay exactly where you are, but do join us again after the break, because we've got more shows continuing all the way through.